Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you walk into the office. Your boss calls you into a conference room. There's a cardboard box sitting on the table, and then you hear the sentence nobody ever thinks will happen to them. We're downsizing. Today's your last day. Now here's the real question. How long could you and your family survive with zero income? 3 months? 6 months? Or would the panic start after just a few weeks? Because this isn't some dramatic Netflix scenario anymore. This is happening every single day across America. Layoffs in tech, corporate restructuring, AI replacing white-collar tasks, companies cutting costs while executives collect bonuses. And the scary part? A huge number of middle-class professionals making $80,000, $120,000, even $200,000 a year are financially hanging on by a thread. Not because they're lazy, not because they're bad people, but because nobody ever taught them the 3 types of money you absolutely need before life punches you in the face. Today, rational economics is breaking down why so many high-income Americans are secretly broke, why turning 35 can become a career danger zone, and the 3 financial safety nets that could literally save your future. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to look at your paycheck completely differently. You probably know someone like this. Nice house in the suburbs, luxury SUV in the driveway, annual Disney trips with the kids, weekend brunches, latest iPhone, maybe even posting living the dream on Instagram. From the outside, looks successful, but open their bank account, almost nothing, sometimes negative. America is full of people who earn 6 figures, but are one emergency away from financial collapse. Why? Because lifestyle inflation is undefeated. The moment income goes up, expenses magically rise too. Bigger house, better car, private school, more subscriptions, higher expectations. It's like every raise gets immediately kidnapped by adult responsibilities, and society encourages it. You become a manager, you're expected to look successful. You buy a house, now you need expensive furniture. You have kids, suddenly every parent around you is paying for sports leagues, tutors, camps, and piano lessons, like they're preparing for the Olympics. The result? A fake version of financial security. You look rich, but your cash flow is fragile. And the terrifying part is this structure collapses fast when income disappears. Let's take a realistic example. Jason is 37 years old, marketing director, makes around $120,000 a year. Sounds great, right? Except here's where the money actually goes. Mortgage, $3,400 per month. Car payment, $900 per month. Childcare plus school expenses, $2,000 per month. Insurance, utilities, groceries, another few thousand. Credit card payments from normal life spending by the end of every month, almost nothing left. Then one day, his company loses a major client. Layoffs begin. Jason assumes he'll quickly find another high-paying job because he has experience. But reality hits hard. Companies now want younger workers willing to accept lower salaries. AI tools are replacing parts of marketing workflows. Hiring slows down. Interviews drag on for months. And suddenly, Jason's successful life becomes a countdown timer. Mortgage notices arrive. Stress levels explode. Arguments start at home over tiny expenses. This story sounds extreme, but versions of it happen every day in America. A lot of people think your 30s should be your safest years. You've got experience, connections, a decent resume. But economically, your 30s and early 40s can actually become your most vulnerable period. Why? Because this is when responsibilities peak. Your parents are aging, your kids are expensive, your body isn't 25 anymore. And your salary expectations are now higher than entry-level workers. At the exact same time, companies are becoming obsessed with cutting labor costs. And now there's a new threat accelerating everything: artificial intelligence. Many white-collar jobs once considered safe are quietly being automated. Customer support, basic design work, data reporting, administrative tasks, even portions of legal, accounting, and marketing work. A lot of people still think, if I just work hard and avoid mistakes, I'll be fine. But modern companies don't reward loyalty the way they used to. They reward efficiency. And if software can do 60% of your job cheaper, that changes everything. The 3 types of money that can save your life. Here's the part most schools never teach. Financial survival isn't just about making money. It's about building buffers, and there are 3 specific financial safety nets every adult should have. 1. Survival money. Your emergency fund. This is your first line of defense. Its only purpose is simple: to keep you alive when your income disappears. Not investing money, not crypto money, not money tied up in stocks. actual accessible cash. Most experts recommend 6 months of essential expenses. If you work in a volatile industry like tech, media, startups, or sales, honestly, 12 months is safer now. And here's where people mess up. Most people have no idea what their real survival number actually is. So do this exercise today. Write down your unavoidable monthly expenses: rent or mortgage, utilities, food, insurance, debt payments, childcare, transportation. Now multiply that by 6. That number, that's your minimum survival fund target. And no, this money should not be sitting in risky investments, because when emergencies happen, markets often crash too. You don't want to be selling investments at the worst possible moment just to pay rent. An emergency fund doesn't just protect your bank account, it protects your decision making, because desperate people make desperate financial choices. Number 2, protection money. Insurance that actually matters. Americans massively underestimate medical risk. One major illness, one accident, one surgery, and financially stable families can get destroyed. The craziest part? Many people pay huge insurance premiums every month, but still aren't truly protected. They buy flashy financial products that sound sophisticated instead of focusing on actual risk coverage. The core protection most families need is surprisingly simple: health insurance with strong catastrophic coverage, disability insurance, term life insurance, if people depend on your income. That's it, because the biggest financial disasters usually come from events that destroy your ability to earn income. And statistically, disability is often more financially devastating than death. That sounds dark, but it's true. Number 3, upgrade money. Investing in your skills. This may be the most important one long term. Your career skills have an expiration date now, and AI is speeding that up dramatically. The people who survive the next decade won't necessarily be the smartest. They'll be the most adaptable. That means continuously upgrading communication skills, AI literacy, leadership ability, personal branding, negotiation, technical skills, industry knowledge. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most adults spend more money on entertainment subscriptions than on learning. Hours scrolling TikTok, hours binge watching Netflix, but almost zero time building future value. The market notices that over time, and eventually your paycheck reflects it. So create a monthly upgrade budget. Even $50 to $200 a month invested into learning compounds massively over time, because skills can create opportunities that investments alone never will. Now here's something that really puts long-term thinking into perspective. If you had invested just $100 into Bitcoin in 2015, that investment would have grown into tens of thousands of dollars during Bitcoin's major bull runs over the next decade. And if you had put $100 into Ethereum shortly after its 2015 launch, it also would have turned into life-changing money at its peak. But here's the deeper lesson. The biggest wealth opportunities usually look ridiculous at the beginning. Most people ignore them because they're distracted, surviving month to month. That's why financial breathing room matters so much. When you're constantly stressed about bills, you can't think long-term, you can't spot opportunities, you can't take smart risks. Financial stability creates mental clarity, and mental clarity creates opportunity. Let's summarize everything. First, high income does not equal financial security. A lot of high earners are secretly trapped in expensive lifestyles with zero margin for error. Second, your 30s and 40s can become financially dangerous because responsibilities rise while job security becomes less stable. Third, you need 3 financial safety nets: survival money, protection money, upgrade money. None of these are designed to make you rich overnight. They do something more important. They keep one bad event from permanently destroying your life. Because true financial security is not built on your salary. It's built on the amount of time you can survive without one. And maybe the most disturbing question of all is this: why do schools teach people algebra for years, but almost never teach them how to survive financially as adults? What do you think? Are Americans becoming financially weaker despite earning more money? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this video helped you think differently about money, subscribe to Rational Economics and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.